Yeah, of course they can. They've got as much chance as anybody else.
Probably not, but...
No. In one word, I think they'll do better than they have done in the past, but I can't see them winning the World Cup now.
Hello there guys and welcome to episode 3 of Club Footy, and today we're asking the big question. You've seen what the people out there think, and now you're going to find out what we think if we can see England lifting the Jules Rimet Trophy in July. Is it possible, Phil?
Oh, if you're really patriotic, it might be.
And we'll get into that in a little bit more detail. First, the housekeeper, I want to say thank you to Lifestyle Sports for these beautiful shirts. I'm rocking the Mexico one after their incredible performance at the weekend, beating the World Cup holders Germany, and you've got the beautiful Tunisia one, haven't you?
Yeah, you know what, this is a lot of people's worst shirt, but I actually think it's not bad at all. It's a good effort.
I think it's lovely, nice and clean and simple. This one though, I'm a huge fan of. I'm a big fan of the Addy shirts at the World Cup. They're just so nice, aren't they?
It looked very good at the weekend.
Yeah, I look great, don't I?
It did.
I do. So if you wanted these shirts, go check out the links in the description below. Don't forget as well on FOOTY.COM we find the best prices of all the shirts at the World Cup and the gear and the boots and so on. So check the links in the description below. And also if you're new and you've not subscribed yet, why? Just do it now. Subscribe to FOOTY.COM. Like this video as well. And also don't forget, check the previous video and you can win a Uruguay shirt. But Phil, let's get on to the actual question. The reason you clicked this video, can England win the World Cup? We've seen this weekend a lot of stories, and in general I think it's fair to say most of the big teams have underwhelmed. If you think of France only just beating Australia, Brazil drawing, Spain and Portugal drawing obviously with each other, Argentina, then obviously Germany losing to Mexico. Is this the year? Is it Southgate going to bring the trophy home?
You know what, we talked before, didn't we, about how open this World Cup is.
Yeah.
It feels even more open now, which is incredible to say after the weekend. And I think, you know, a lot of people are saying it's anyone's to win. At the end of the day, England just have to stick to their game.
Are you saying it's England's to lose?
I mean, I think if you look at the group, it's definitely there for the taking, you know, despite the quality of Tunisia and Belgium. And then after that, who knows, because of the way things are going. I don't think it's...
Would you say it's fair to say for the first time in a long time, there's a lot less cynicism towards the England squad in general? And why would you put that down to?
I think England have been really clever in their build-up. You look at the way Southgate's led the team and the way he's kind of built the squad around kind of a young team that are clearly getting on with each other. There's not really been a lot of controversial stories coming out.
Sterling aside.
Yeah.
Even that was helped, hasn't it? It's helped a little bit.
The way he managed the Sterling situation was perfect. Yeah. You know, even when he turned up late for training, he dealt with it. And Sterling clearly appreciated that as well. He clearly appreciates his style of management.
It's weird because I think this is nowhere near the best England team we've seen. Not by a long shot, but it's one with, and I've sensed it online a little bit on Twitter and so on. I sense that genuinely a growing belief that maybe there is something brewing. There's a little bit of confidence, maybe because we've reached an all-time low. In general, we've rock bottom, so the only way is up. But people are definitely a little bit less cynical. There's a little bit of national pride kicking in, and maybe it's just the same thing that happens every year. But it does feel a little bit different this year. And I'm a professional cynic in general, but I do think there's a slight little bit of pride. But you know, developing the team, maybe it's because it's young as well. There's no egos as such.
Yeah. I think again, you know, every World Cup there's always a sense of hype and build up. But I think you're right with this team. You know, you don't have the kind of there's a lot of new players. This is the first World Cup for a lot of the young guys. This kind of healthy competition. And I think just the style of football that we're playing is a little bit more enterprising, a little bit more interesting. So, you know, you've got to be positive at this stage.
I wouldn't say it's too intelligent either, the football. I think it's good. I think Southgate's definitely trying to bring it to the 21st century, and there's a lot to be said for Southgate as well. He's obviously brought a bit of positivity, and maybe because he isn't a big ego and he's trying to prove himself, because he's still got a lot to prove and management in general. Maybe that's kind of worked out, and I think it's quite refreshing to see a squad that hasn't got a lot of the people you associate with England over the years, like Rooney and obviously going further back Gerrard and all that. It's basically it's just a new team, isn't it? Entirely.
It is.
And I guess maybe that's why some people are thinking this could go actually far, because it's just it's a step into the unknown. And how do people get onto? I mean, you might have watched this by now, but how do people get on the game against Tunisia?
It's actually a tough matchup. Tunisia are the highest ranked African nation.
I did not know that.
Which is interesting, because you look at their team, no one really jumps out. The one player which a lot of people are talking about is Wabi Kazri, ex-Sunderland. Yeah, you see, if you're a Sunderland fan, you might remember him. Otherwise, he probably doesn't jump out. But he's the kind of player that could cause damage. He's a dead ball specialist.
Oh, okay.
He's even scored from a corner before, I think, in the Premier League. So
scored from a corner?
Yeah, he's got that in his locker. Apart from that, they're quite a physical side.
That'll probably play into our hands a little bit. I think we're used to that. Obviously, our players are used to that kind of physicality.
Yeah. I mean, the build-up couldn't have been any better. So I'm looking forward to it. I think if England are going to do it, it will be just maybe a 1-0 or 2-0. 2-1. That it's going to be tight. I don't think we're going to see. They're not the minnows that a lot of people expect them to be. So,
yeah, of course. In general, going back to the big question, it probably is a stretch too far, isn't it? Maybe because you think in general the form of these big nations they'll start to develop. You get the edgy first game on the way. Think about Spain losing against Switzerland years back,
exactly.
And then obviously blitzing the rest of the tournament.
Exactly. Unfortunately, I think if England get through to knockout stages, that's great. But if you come against Spain, that's a complete mismatch.
Yeah, of course. And that's the quality there, isn't it?
It is. And just looking at that game on Friday was incredible. I mean, we're still talking about
how good was that game?
It was genuinely the best World Cup game I think I've seen. Honestly, the style of football, the quality.
I was watching it on a tram on my phone, but I was there like punching the air and Nacho drilled it in.
Honestly, as a football fan, it doesn't get better than that. It ebbed and flowed.
That was quality, wasn't it?
It was, and it was just, you had everything. You had, the free kick, obviously.
You had the shirts as well.
The shirts looked amazing. I mean, we should talk about Spain's away shirt. It looked really crisp. A lot of people kind of, were talking about the clash with the white shorts, and it was a bit funny how they're kind of slightly off white looked. But honestly, the shirt itself, I'm looking out for that at the moment.
I know you weren't a fan. I saw on Twitter you weren't a fan of the badge on the German thing shirt.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, the thing is, the Addy shirts are fantastic. I find the World Cup winners badge a bit distracted from the design, but no, it is a
true specialist.
Yeah, and that was a great game. I mean, that was another one. We had some huge games, and that was incredible.
But I guess in general, going back to the question, we don't really know. Obviously, no one does. If it did, we'd be very rich people. But I think there is a cause for optimism. I think we generally should get behind the team. I think there is it's a fresh young squad that's obviously very together. I know they say a lot going into the camp, so we've never felt more close knit, but it does feel that way, doesn't it? It feels like they genuinely are friends, and obviously you've got success with the City lads there, who are obviously in cloud 9. Then you've got Harry Kane, just absolutely on fire. Lingard having his best season of his career. Rashford proving how good he can be in friendlies. It's just a good, fun young team, isn't it? So fingers crossed.
Yeah, there's something for everyone. Whichever club you support. At the end of the day, this only comes around every few years, and you're right.
Come on, England.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
I know we're wearing Mexico and Tunisia shirts, but still, come on, England. Anyway, guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Can England actually go the whole way? Can we pick up this beautiful trophy? This is the trophy, obviously the exact replica. It can happen. It's possible. Anything's possible. Anyway, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Don't forget to check the links in the description for all the shirts you've seen on the show here. And obviously FOOTY.COM for all the best offers daily for all your gear and your shirts and so on. Guys, we will see you tomorrow.
Lads, I know you got nice shirts and that, but look at this. Is this the best shirt not at the World Cup?
It's New Zealand. Oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? This was his Father's Day present, by the way.
Yeah. That's all you've done well there.